Airlock replay. After my video about data age games being mostly worse than ET, the internet was not altogether happy with my gameplay session of Airlock. Some people said it was just bad, others claimed it was fake and I did it on purpose. It was not fake, but yes, it was bad. So I decided to give it another try.
Into the vertical line, generation Atari.
First I tried in an emulator, but the results were exactly the same as before. I just could not get off the first level. However, I decided to try the 2600 Plus again. This time, I tried switching the A-B difficulty switch on the back of the 2600, as I'd read something about there being an easier difficulty in the review in Electronic Fun. The weird thing about the 2600 Plus is that the difficulty switches are the opposite of how they were on the original 4-switch VCS, the B on the left and the A on the right. This can make things confusing if you don't look carefully. Worse, if you have faltering eyesight like me and can't read the tiny A-B text on the back of the console, and then use your muscle memory of the switch placement to feel the difficulty, you will always get it wrong on the 2600 Plus unless you know the switches are on the opposite sides. Now I know. The instructions say this about the difficulty switch. Select the game difficulty level by moving your console's difficulty switch to position A for beginners and position B for experts. After doing this and starting the game and really concentrating on my timing, I was able to see some success. My bad. RTFM, right? Know your hardware, right? I made it through all 5 levels on one try and never hit any of the torpedoes. So the key to Airlock seems is not having the console set to difficulty B.
There we go. I finished it, and that's pretty much all there is.
There is a second level in Game Variation 3 and 4, so I tried that one, this time on the emulator, and finished it the first time through. It turns out my Stella emulator defaults to difficulty B, so I was playing hard mode every time I tried it that way too. It took me 73 seconds to see the entire game, and that's not even a speed run. It was just a run, and that's still the problem. The game is nearly impossible on difficulty B, but can be easily beaten on difficulty A. So either you get so frustrated you want to throw your joystick, or you see everything the game has to offer within the first 73 seconds. To me, it's still a tech demo that holds a mere 73 seconds of gameplay, priced at $22 in 1982 currency, which is $72.41 adjusted for inflation, which is about $1 a second. So is Airlock the worst game for the Atari 2600? Probably not. Airlock and Data Age were still a major contributor to the North American video game crash, and they could not get any kind of pass. But Airlock, Warplock, and Bugs were not the worst games for the Atari 2600. Why? Because after I played them, I was introduced to a whole new level of suck. Coming soon. Worser than worser. The games of Mythicon.
Into the vertical line, generation Atari.